Hello, and welcome to Section 6, Practicing the Unsubscribe Policy. In this section, you will learn why it is so important not to forget about observables that we don't need anymore, because otherwise you can meet lack of memory or CPU high load issues. And in the second video, we will review some techniques that can help us to automate unsubscription process. So, why to unsubscribe? And why forgetting to do that can cause problems? Let's consider the example. Given we have a widget that can be created and destroyed many times during user activity in a single-page web application. To create and destroy it, we have respective functions: add widget and remove all widgets. If you take a look at this code, you can see that in add widget, we first grab the template, create new HTML fragment, and add fragment to the div container. Then we select this new element, create observable with interval function, and update the text inside the element every time new value is emitted. Pay attention that subscription handler holds the reference to the new element. If to take a look at remove all widgets, it grabs widgets HTML elements and remove it from DOM, so we don't see them anymore on a page. What is wrong here? We removed HTML elements. Isn't it enough? Unfortunately, no. Because we didn't unsubscribe from observable, so it continues emitting values, and subscription function continues to be run. And since it holds the HTML element reference, this element will not be removed from memory by garbage collector. How to remove widgets in the right way? Here is the code with proper widgets removal approach. We say all subscription objects to the array when we create widgets, and while removal, we call unsubscribe before deleting HTML elements. So now after unsubscription, no handler is running. There is no reference to widget elements inside handler functions, and garbage collector can remove them from memory. Now let's take a look at same example done with Angular components. In ngOnInit hook function that is called when component is just created, we run interval function and subscribe to its output. If we destroy this component, handler function still holds the reference to this pointer. Component class instance will stay in memory and will not be removed by garbage collector. So we have memory leak here and CPU extra load because of unneeded running handlers. But there is one more drawback here. We call change detector to tell Angular that this component view should be updated. But from Angular point of view, component is destroyed. And when we call change detector for it, Angular will throw error. How to do that right? Here we save subscription objects, and in ngOnDestroy hook function, call unsubscribe. Now no unneeded subscription has left, and garbage collector can remove component instance from memory. Here is the code we reviewed in the slides. I just added console log here to make sure a subscription function continues running after we deleted the widget from the page. As you can see, I've commented out unsubscription. And to make consequences more obvious, I create not one, but 12 widgets at once by pressing Create button. Let's run it. In a console, you can see emitted values for each widget and respective HTML elements. Now let's remove all the widgets. As you can see, there is no element on a page, but we still have console log output from subscriptions handlers. Let's repeat. As you can see, now we have much more handlers running in the background, while there is no visible widget on a page. It definitely affects memory and CPU consumption. Let's uncomment unsubscribe code and run again. As you can see, once we destroyed widgets, there is no activity in the console log, so subscription handlers are not running anymore. Now we will try the same example in Angular demo project. Check out respective branch and run the project with ngserve command. Here is our code. Widget is implemented as separate dummy component. And in ng-onInit hook function, we create observable with interval function and subscribe to it. In app component template, we will display many widgets and then destroy them. Let's run it. As you can see, subscription handlers continue running if you do not unsubscribe while component destruction. Let's uncomment unsubscription code and check application again. Everything works good. No activity in the console log. To wrap up, unsubscribed observables can lead to issues, such as memory leaks, due to handlers that continue to run, preventing removed DOM elements or destroyed widgets instances to be cleaned by garbage collector. CPU extra load, since all the handlers continue to run in a web page background. Unexpected behavior for Angular components. For example, if your subscription handler calls change detector. Now you know how important it is to unsubscribe. But are there any other ways not to forget about it? Yes, there are. If you complete the observable sequence, all observers will be automatically unsubscribed. So you don't have to call unsubscribe method for each subscription manually.